Rapist was just extradited from an Oregon prison, and tonight that man is sitting in a San Mateo County jail. He's facing charges for 2 of the brutal Gypsy Hill murders that terrorized the Bay Area back in the mid-70s. KPIX5's Andria Borba has the exclusive details of the man being called a psychopathic, violent killer. Hi, Andrea.
Well, Brian, Rodney Halbauer has been in and out of jail for most of his life. For the past 38 years, he's been incarcerated, most recently in an Oregon prison for attempted murder, assault, and robbery. KPIX5 has corresponded with Halbauer by phone and letter for months. This is his handwritten manifesto. He answered many of the questions we had for him.
In a 30-page manifesto sent to KPIX5, Rodney Halbauer says he didn't kill anyone and that he's being set up. The 66-year-old has been in communication with KPIX5 since November and told us during a phone call that he is not responsible for the Bay Area murders. That's a bunch of crock. I welcome them to take me to court. Let them have 10,000 lawyers, 10,000 AGs. Bring them on. I'd love the opportunity to be in the spotlight and to let them know what's been going on. In a phone call, Halbauer admitted to being in the Bay Area at the time the Gypsy Hill murders were happening. To that, he said, "So what? I did not commit any crime, any rapes. That I did not understand." Halbauer is so far only charged in the rapes and murders of Veronica Cassio and Paula Baxter, but the family of Gypsy Hill victim Tanya Blackwell are holding out hope for closure in their case.
It said like a hand grenade went off and basically just blew us apart.
It was January 24th, 1976, when John Blackwell last saw his 14-year-old sister Tanya alive in the family's Pacifica home. It was also the last time he says his family was normal.
I blame myself because we were supposed to go on a double date that night. She went to the store and asked me if I wanted to go. And I said, no, I'm going to jump in the shower. And she never came back.
Tanya's body was found 5 months later off of Gypsy Hill Road. Her death thus far hasn't been linked via DNA to the alleged Gypsy Hill killer, Rodney Halbauer.
I hate to see my parents the way they had to go through it. I had to see my dad break down and cry like a little baby at the thing and at the funeral. And it was hard, you know.
Now, while the DNA evidence only ties Halbauer to 2 of the murders, detectives say the way the other girls were murdered matches. As for that DNA, court papers say the chance it belongs to anyone other than Halbauer is 1 in 11 trillion. That's trillion with a T. When we asked Halbauer about that DNA evidence, he said it was planted. In the newsroom, Andria Borba, KPIX5.